Hello guys, this is Rattue498 and this is a 1v1 commentary battle on Shogun 2 Total War. I am playing against Bttlstar Nikos and this is on the Shinano River. This is a match-made battle. Just quickly run you through my build. I've got a couple of matchlock units, a few Yari, 5 lone swords, a heavy gunner, 2 Naginata warrior monks, another lone sword. I've got my general avatar. And I've got 4 non-vet Naginata warrior monk cav as well. So my opponent's got a heavy gunner unit, a few swords from different sword units. He's got a Naginata monk hero, I believe. He's got some pretty decent cav. As you can see, quite a bit of it as well, some Yari and other cav. So basically he's got a kind of hit kind of tactic where he's going to try and use his cav as kind of to try and force me to rout kind of thing. I was thinking he was going to try and get his cav behind me, so I was a little bit more cautious during this battle than I probably normally am. So just looking through my army. So basically my tactics on this, whenever you play on this map, basically you have 2 choices. You can either, or if you're my side, you can either go to your right, take the quick exit across the river and over the river and try and fight, not fighting on the river, or you can try and get your opponent to get himself into the river, which will give you a little advantage. So I was kind of, I decided to go to him, the longer distance, and go along to the river. As you can see here, my opponent's hiding his cav into the forests. So, but it's really not a problem. I know they're there, they've got nowhere to walk hidden, the forests aren't that big. So I'm not really concerned about that. My cav is still hidden, he's got no idea that I've got them. So they're going to be quite a key part in this battle. So just looking over, as you can see, there's a river in the middle of the 2 armies, and it dips down, so you've got the 2 river banks, and then the river's lower in the middle. So I'm going to try and take advantage of that. So here I'm just going to be trying to make him come forward. He does a little cav thing here to try and get me to shoot off. I think he's testing to see how much range I've got on these matchlock Ashigara at the front. But I decided to pull down. Seeing he's got his heavy gunners at the front, I decide to rush down, and if you notice I stopped just before the river with my matchlocks, and my heavy gunners are behind. So my matchlocks are going to do less damage to my units as they're firing above, so it's going to be a lot better for my units with them firing there. I've done a little mistake, I've left my heavy gunners behind, should have probably pulled them out a little bit, but considering the amount of cav he had, I was a little bit concerned with all that cav floating around. So with my matchlocks over the top, send all my spears in, all my swords in, and basically my matchlocks, as I said before, are going to be doing a lot less damage to my units as they would normally do. I then decide to bring my cav out as soon as I see his cav charge in, and as you can see here, it looks as if it's not going too well, but at the moment I'm just trying to utilise all the matchlock fire and heavy gunning fire that I've got. As you can see there, I didn't bring my heavy gunners down far enough, so I do switch my matchlocks out now to stop them from getting shot by the heavy gunners. So I send my Naginata warrior monks in. They're going to give everyone a little boost. I've got my general in stand and fight now, and my cav are all going to come in on the same flank, and we're going to try and break that flank. As my cav come in as well, I'm going to hit the war cry pretty soon after with my Naginata, which are going to help out as well with the morale shock of the cav charge and then the war cry. It will be very powerful, basically, to try and defeat him. So as you can see up here, I've got one cheap spear unit left up here because he's still got his mounted gunners on the right hand side firing in, his right, and that's going to basically cause me a problem if he decides to charge my my gunner units. So as you can see, his units are now starting to rout away in the centre. He's got his rally up on his units, but it isn't really going to help him with the amount of fire I've got. I switch my targets and I get rid of those mounted gunners. They really were doing me a huge amount of problems, really. But that's pretty much the end of the battle. As you can see there, because of the fact I managed to get him into the river, my guns managed to completely, basically, avoid my own men and just solely hit his, so there was no problem at all. But that was a good game to my opponent. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.